The first night of Hanukkah is a very different holiday for Jews around the world this year with the ongoing war against Hamas. Today marks 2 months since Hamas launched the attack on Israel, killing 1,200 people. More than 200 Israelis and other foreign nationals were taken hostage and brought into Gaza. Israel responded quickly, bombing Gaza with airstrikes and launching a full-scale ground offensive. The war has been nonstop, with the exception of a 7-day pause to release some hostages in exchange for Palestinian prisoners and humanitarian aid. In the past 2 days, Israeli Defense Forces pushed deeper into southern Gaza. Officials say the military has surrounded the home of a Hamas leader in Khan Yunis, who they believe is responsible for masterminding the October 7th attacks. The UN is warning about the deteriorating situation across Gaza. Secretary General Antonio Guterres invoked a rarely used power to warn of a potential humanitarian catastrophe. CBS News contributor Robert Berger joins us now from Jerusalem. Robert, are there concerns of potential violence on the first night of Hanukkah?
Yes, today there's a big march by right-wing Israelis to the Western Wall for a candle lighting ceremony. And this is controversial because they're marching through the Muslim quarter, which is seen as a provocation by Palestinians. So hundreds of police are out in force to try and prevent violence. The organizers say it's a message to Hamas and to the Palestinians and to the world that Israel will win this war, just as the Maccabees did more than 2,000 years ago, and that Jerusalem will remain the capital of Israel and the Jewish people forever.
Robert, how are people honoring those hostages and the people who are missing?
There are candlelighting ceremonies all over the country. For instance, here in Jerusalem, a yeshiva or Jewish seminary lit 138 Hanukkah menorahs in honor of the 138 hostages still held in Gaza. But overall, you know, it's a somber holiday. Soldiers are dying every day. There was the big massacre on October 7th. But, you know, Hanukkah does offer a message of hope, of the victory of light over darkness and good over evil. So it's still a message of comfort for Israelis at this time.
Robert, the IDF says that it has the home of a Hamas leader surrounded. What does this mean in the context of their mission?
Yeah, that's the home of Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar, who's believed to be the mastermind of the October 7th massacre. Of course, he's not at his home. He's believed to be somewhere in an underground tunnel, perhaps nearby. This is happening in the town of Khan Yunis, which is a stronghold of Hamas. And Israel's saying that if it's going to track down, it's tightening the noose around the Hamas leadership. It's going to track them down, and at some point they'll be killed.
Well, the UN Secretary General formally called for a ceasefire to try and prevent a humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza. We know that there are innocent people that don't have what they need even to survive. The UN is ringing the alarms. Is there any chance that this would actually happen?
Israel is actually furious about this call for a ceasefire. It says the UN Secretary General should resign. The reason is that Israel has vowed to destroy Hamas after what happened on October 7th, 1,200 people killed. And it says the only one who would benefit by a ceasefire is Hamas, enabling it to fight another day. So a ceasefire is out of the question, though Israel says it is open to allowing in more humanitarian aid.
All right, Robert Berger, thank you.
Thank you.